Tonight I'm going to continue to build this Lego Chinese New Year set, the Galloping Horses Canvas. So I've got the action mechanism done and one of the horse built. So we're going to continue from back to number 9, which means that we're going to have to build 3 horses. I'm just going to move the stand a little bit so I get more space to build a horse. To be honest, while the set is not bad, it's just here like trying to the grass, the sand, that feeling. I think they could have made the building experience better, but anyway, so I think 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 will be just building horses. Hopefully there's something different apart from just the color, because otherwise it would be quite disappointing. Because I guess they can't have the instruction booklet to have like, hey, build 4 times but like different colors, I think. And at the same time, I'm afraid that there's some minor differences. So if I try and open up the next few bags and kind of build all at the same time, then that's probably gonna make sick. And if you wonder, is there any other thing to talk about right now other than in the past few videos I got to talk about? What's that? my trip and other things in a movie that I've seen, and I don't want to do like spoiler talk on movie and television and stuff. So because if it's good, I want you to actually go experience yourself, so rather than talk spoilers and stuff. So yeah, so we'll be purely focusing on finishing building this. I originally was intending to kind of build it in one day so I can get the review out before the new year, but looks like the review will be out on the 1st of January. There's nothing much I can do about that. maybe if I try harder and have the endurance to build all the horses, but I guess it will be still an hour away before I can finish the set. And to be honest, it's just not that simple. And then I think I made the same mistakes again. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, it's just like the belly. You're not supposed to do it with all the big curvy piece, but just something that I should have learned from building the gray horse. Anyway, I think it's just like lots of small pieces, but yeah, unfortunately I think there's some slight different, I would say, but pretty much the same building experience. To me, I find like lead to no difference, just color, which if there's like firecrackers, more stuff, that's fine, but this is a quite complicated build. I would say if you're not prepared to build something like this, then this is not a set for you. For me, right, the main part, I think, I know it's gonna be bad, but if they leave this small build to the end, then I have most, just me, because I'm a minifigure fan, not rather than building like, I like building buildings, but not like other brick build structure. So this is just a personal preference. So for me, right, it will have much more things for me to look forward to if they leave the minifigure. I think they could have reduced the size a little bit, because just by moving it because of the size, I don't feel. I mean, it does look lively, but the action feature just doesn't feel like, horse moves really quick. It's different to, the first, Year of the Pig, that dragon dance, because that's more like a mythical creatures, and because they say rather than the dragon itself, it's more like people making the dragon run, so it's okay with the movement. But here it's trying to mimic the horse running, and it's not something that I can. Okay, it looks like my kids are asleep. 你没怎么事呢？不要摇，要变了呢。Just on the kids need me to warm up a few bags of things. Okay, just 等一下。有点忘了 ，OK。These are the interruption that I get if the kid's not asleep, but well, it's a holiday, so never mind. So we'll continue to build the horse. But yeah, this is because the horse is supposed to be running really fast. So far, I mean, with one, maybe I will feel a little bit different once I build all of them. So we'll see what happened. Now here, I think that's slightly different, but yeah, maybe it's the same. Anyway, I think it's just a slightly, very slight different shape, but the overall concept is the same. It's like, the Speed Champions F1 cars. If you ask me to build all of them all at once, I probably will have a hard time. But just one, 2 per week, it was okay. But yeah, if you ask me to, hey, can you build all 10 F1 Speed Champions, I think it will be the same. It's like, hey, if you build all this in one single set, right? So I think that's different. Like, I like collecting Lego. I like building Lego as well, but not like building massive structures. I think I talked about that in some earlier a while back. It's like, you want to build a mega structure. It's like when I think that was when I was building the Avengers Tower. It's like, yeah, if it's like a big one that I was not able to withstand the repetition on create certain structure. So just some like different in the hair. Okay. And this time we don't have the legs first, so okay. Okay, and then this is where I'm gonna do the legs and also the head. This 2 horse down, 2 more to go. I just spread it out. But yeah, can't. It's a bad idea. If it's like smaller structure, that's fine. But I don't know why. I'm not particularly having fun with this. More like, hey, can I get this finished as soon as possible so I can move on? The moment that you feel like this, something is not right. I'm not saying that set, but just for me, it's not the best building experience. I can't believe this one felt a lot more repetitive than the firecracker. Like, the Fortune firecracker. It's not a set. Or let me just say, it's a set with limited display ability, but the view of that set is much more enjoyable than this one. I don't know, is this me? I just don't like, the dragon for the Year of the Dragon. So that one is a much smaller set, but I actually had fun building it though, and I think it was just the right size. That's why I'm saying, like, if I do a ranking again, some of the recent set, and of course there are set that I didn't buy at all. So yeah, I wonder what's next for the year. So there's only 4 Zodiac sign left. That's still a lot, to be honest. So yeah, it would be interesting to see what those gonna be. Okay, maybe this way. Oh no, it's actually the front leg. You kind of feel one side before you move on to the other side. And then we've got the legs, and then the head, pretty much the same thing. And then we've got 2 more horses. The moment that I start thinking, hey, there's 2 more to be built. I think they got like built together, but this time they didn't split the instruction booklet into multiple one. Otherwise, you could. I think it would be a much better experience if you split the instruction booklet rather than have big one, and you can build with the family. I mean, you can still do it like you can build together with the app, but it's not everyone has tablets. I know like the app works on the phone, but I tell you what, I've been building that Bricklink designer program sets, and yeah, it's not the best experience if you use a phone. Like, it would be much better if you have a tablet. Yeah, maybe people have laptops, but I just don't think. Maybe I'm just not understand, how other families spend money. But for me, right, if with my interpretation of what typically people have in a family, I don't think there's like multiple tablets. So like not that small one, like decent size. It's like not realistic. Well, I guess given that Lego is not that affordable with big set like this, or people will spend money and buy this type of sets, right? Then probably they can afford that many tablets. But my point is, you know, I don't think there's so many people with big tablets, so it's not necessarily possible, or not the best idea, or it's not really promoting like build together. It's just one instruction booklet. But anyway, it is what it is. I still have to finish it. Because if I don't build it, even I'm not having a good time. I still, well, I would say bad time. It's just not like, oh, I'm feeling excited to, or even to build as long, like So I look forward to what's next. I'm not looking forward to build another horse. It's also to do with the fact that, you know, really brick built animals not really my thing. I mean, sometimes I do, recently build a few, and there are parts that really, really impresses me, or I guess, feel enlightened with certain ways of building. But yeah, in general, not a fan of brick built animals. So yeah, that's also kind of lead to the fact that I feel this build is very long. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, even you say, hey, they're like few more minifigures, I think I would still have the same feeling, and I just don't think the horse looks good. I don't know. Like, I can tell you that getting a creative 3-in-1 set brick built animal might give you a much better looking horse, and it's just very thin. Um, well, at least that's how I felt about it. Okay, and we're building the face of the horse. What's that? Okay, so slightly different ways of building. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What's next? I think this one is a slightly smaller horse, and the fact that because of so many 1 by 1, so you need to get all this line is also not the most enjoyable part, because there's nothing on the side to keep it aligned. Okay, and yep, here it is. Okay, and yeah, got the second horse. It goes into here. Okay. Okay. Yep. So we've got two horses. Are they galloping? Well, depends on how you feel about it. We've got 11 and 12. So this one does have a slightly, okay, this one is like half a horse. I tried to, I guess, make the build slightly different. So this is more like a horse kind of coming out from the mist or the smokes or whatever it is. So you got a slightly different composition. So you basically only build half the horse body. What do I think about this design decision? I don't know. I think it's good to make you feel like you're building something different, because if I really need to build 4 identical horses, right, then that would be not fun. That's all I can say in terms of that. Okay. And then we've got this and this. and it's going to be interesting to see what it's going to be like. Will I do the review video tonight? I don't think so, because by building this now, or by the time I finish, it will be quite late. I do need to start going to bed earlier, given that next week is back to work week, so really need to start building back the rhythm, like getting up early, and I need to make sure that I actually book a car park, because otherwise there'll be no car park the day I go to work. So I don't start working on Monday, I start working on a Tuesday. So that's the plan. I forgot about it. I need to book a parking. That parking booking system is, I don't know, I have my thoughts. I'm not going to do a rant publicly, only reflect my opinion. But to be honest, nothing's gonna change. Nowadays, it's all about what's being fair to other. I don't know. I just don't have the same. It's important to be fair, but at the same time, sometimes what you perceive to be fair is actually not fair. It's like you're asking the machine to decide what is right, but then the machine is based on, well, I'll tell you what, the AI right now it's not complex enough to make the right decision. It's like, is it fair to get an AI to judge people whether they're guilty or not, right? Then by rules, yeah, it may be fair, but you never know. Yeah, there are things that you just can't decide whether it's right or wrong. And also the story is like, okay, because of the rules, and they can't consider the reason why certain people make this. Sometimes people make mistakes, and they might also have reason. Obviously, you shouldn't be committing anything wrong or crime or something serious, but by rules that you might be trying to protecting someone, and as a result it caused some, I guess, problem. But you let the machine and rules to decide, maybe it's fair, but then also mean that anyway, let's not discuss that topic. It might become something controversial, or then I might get a call from HR if anything that I comment. Anyway, that's not the important thing. The important thing is, can I finish this without me feeling I'm repeating the same thing again. At this point, start repeating again. You're just not getting the tell. But anyway, okay. So we're gonna move on to back number 12 very soon. Still need to have the front legs though. Okay. All right. I don't know. I feel like they kind of have this one kind of slightly different, and then the next horse gonna go back to the same, you know, horse build. It's like, oh yeah, if you switch focus something a little bit different, and you're coming back, you're gonna feel like you're building a completely different build. I don't think that approach works on me. Yeah, we'll see. Again, they kind of trying to give you something different, and then you're gonna go back to building the front leg. This is a black horse. Okay, dark horse. Anyway, let's just get this finished. Fortunately, though, yep, that's it. Again, it's a very, very similar build. Just the only thing different is skip the tail, but here it's still the same. Why so hard? Like the other thing I don't like about this set is like some of the thing is so hard to put together. Okay. See, it's not even like really secure, so, and you can't kind of lie it flat on the surface to do it. Yeah, these are the parts which really frustrate me sometimes. It's not just about this set. That like recently there are lots of Lego set that I'm having. I don't know, maybe they try to maximize how it looks and then skip a few steps in terms of designing the instruction, right? So we'll see. I wonder what it's like in 5 year times, how the building experience gonna evolve, or even the instruction booklet. It's like something about the recent instruction booklet I just don't like. Or rather, instruction booklet, the design of the instructions. So, it's taking a while. Yeah, so go this way. Let's see if it's so hard to get this connected. Let's see. Okay, let's set it here. And yeah, well, because it's we need 2 legs on. The only thing different is now we need to build 2 of this instead of 4. Can't find it. Okay, and then okay, this and this. As I say, most of this video will be building horses. I think the action feature is fine. You got so much detail in front, but then at the back it's so bland because you're gonna have a big canvas piece to to cover it up. So I don't know. I think this may be one of the first set that I have so many negative comments. yeah, I don't know. I mean, the minifigure are nice though. I think building structure is fine because I had a great time building, like, the minifigure vending machine, but then that's one of the best set, right? So, but to me, I think if you ask me to choose which Lego set is the best this year, I can tell you without any doubt, the Game Boy is the set of the year for me. It's affordable. It's a set with brilliant printed parts, um, exceptional building experience, and the execution of it, just so good. And also the gimmick or the features they included is second to none. So if you really, okay, I think I'll make a mistake here. So yeah, if you really ask me which set is the best this year, Game Boy. I don't know if Lego can top that. Obviously, with like building experience and details and structure, they will top it with like many other sets upcoming, like big sets and stuff. But having a set that size at that price, I just don't think they probably can pull it off at some point, but not anytime soon. That's just a brilliant Lego set. So if you thinking of, hey, you're not having that many Lego sets, you don't buy Lego that often, but you want to enjoy Lego, what set I would recommend if you need to pick a set from this year? Just the Game Boy, especially if you in the age group that Game Boy is part of your, I guess, your childhood, or you know this one's a little bit different. You've been growing up with it, that would be a no-brainer. You need Lego, you want something unforgettable, the Game Boy is the set to go. Yeah, even like some of the set I bought, I haven't built yet, because those are pretty expensive set, right? The Backlink design program, those are nice, but just not like everyone can get it or can afford it, right? So without a doubt, Game Boy is for me the set of the year. Okay. Sometimes it's hard with a black color piece on dark color, so something different here. Maybe that. The problem is these are the parts which not easy to. Okay, need to ensure some of the parts don't end up somewhere else. Okay. So can't see. Okay, it's here. And we've got this. this. Right? Oh, falling asleep. Okay. We've got this. Okay. Just really trying to create the looks of it, kind of rushing out. But again, I just don't like the horse build. So which one that we gonna get onto? Okay. It has to be this one, right? I think so. Okay. Back 13 and 14. The white horse. I'm pretty sure here it's gonna be back to the same building spring, because I don't see anything different. Because on this side, you will see the horse full body, and so yeah, I think I'm just saying. I mean, the parts and where you start is exactly the same as the other horses that I've built earlier. So let's see if I can increase the speed of me building this white horse. But my finger kind of hurts a little bit with some of the, the, the stuff that I've built. To be honest, maybe I've been building too many Lego the past 2 days with this early release of the Chinese New Year set. Anyway, but yeah, here's like just repeating what's been done earlier. So, strangely enough, this is the white horse. So this one kind of very similar to the beige color one. You can see the horse body. Now I want to make sure that I'm not going to make the same mistake as the previous ones. And now I notice, so I'm not going to end up using the wrong piece, and then I need to redo it. Okay, and then here. Okay, this right. So yeah, it's very unfortunate that the building of the horse body and tail is just so similar across. So now I feel like, oh, okay, I'm building this stuff again. They kind of cheated, have a different looking, or basically cut half the body, so make some more significant difference in terms of the building experience. But otherwise, it is the same thing. I think if you can't share the building with with your family, then probably you want to build one each day. I'm building it continuously because I want to have my content like release early. Since my channel started, and lots of my views are coming from the Chinese New Year sets, because I'm able to provide some insight, not on the set itself, but on the background, on the cultural background stuff. And most of the time, they kind of release early in Asia Pacific. Yeah, I know, like New Zealand is part of Asia Pacific, so it's just like, oh yeah, how come you guys get the new Chinese New Year set early, but not in the US or in Europe? So that's why I'm trying to, get the content out. Pause the Bricklaying Designer program building to prioritize this. So it's kind of like tradition for me, but yeah, unfortunately, this one first I'm not able to give the insight because my experience of Chinese New Year cannot connect to this. I understand why they're coming from because of the phrase that, hey, when the horse arrives and it's like mission complete, and kind of wish you a successful career or something like that. Not necessarily career, but like, whatever that you're trying to do, like it will end up in success. So that, but is it something really to do with Galloping Horses Canvas? I don't know. The firecracker, I understand, is a Chinese New Year, and people light up crackers and fireworks and things. Just not in my childhood, because as I mentioned yesterday, in Hong Kong, fireworks is not legal. Yeah, but then that set is like, a wall-mounted set. Because right now, that's sad, because I still need to do a short videos on this set. I haven't put the firecrackers away, but I don't have any setup to mounting it on the wall, so I kind of lay down somewhere. I was having a hard time to film that review video because, it can't stand. But if it's lying down, then I'm not able to, show in the video and, how it looks like properly. So, and this one, it's massive, and I just don't think even I finish the action feature it will work smoothly, but it feels like more like a merry-go-round than galloping horses. That's the thing I'm struggling with. So we've got, okay, the back 14. Finally, I can finish building the horses, and then next part is just, the final wrap up of the set. Yeah, I am very interested to do a miniature version. Yeah, I probably need to think about how to increase the speed. First, you need to shorten it, because when it's shorter, then this movement will create a movement that you feel a lot more faster. I guess the problem with the Lego horses is limited articulation compared to brick build variant, so we'll see. Do I have time to do that? Like, seriously, if I don't have to work, if I don't, the kids, not like they need to grow up, but not like needing help or attention. That I'm not saying that turn on TV and they go watch TV or something like that, but more like they can actually help building. Then maybe, but like with work and all this other stuff, it's just, yes, I have lots of ideas. It's not like I don't want to create my own thing. It's just in order. I mean, you can always just grab, but when you have an idea, it's like I have this idea, but I don't really have all the pieces with me. So if I want to make that happen, I need to plan ahead, right? So I can't just spontaneously, okay, with this piece. Like, it's not like hey, improvise and you see what and try to what available to you and then try to make something related to what you wanted. It's more like, hey, I have this idea. I think, I can build this, but you need to have the right pieces out. Of course, the whole point of Lego is like, hey, you don't need to, there's no so-called right pieces, but you have a vision, you want to execute that vision. But let's say if it's just available with this, it's just not able to execute my vision. I may able to, generate something similar, or I guess not similar, but under the same concept. But it will not be the thing that I have imagined myself building. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I just really don't like how some of the steps are designed. It's not helpful, I would say, in terms of making it fun. Finally, it's the other legs, and then we're gonna do the lower legs. And then we've got the head to build, and that would be the end of all the horses. I don't think the remaining two back will take long, because it's just like building the pole and stuff. So okay. Okay, this is how we create the other. I mean, I should have known what's next step, but yeah. And then what's it? This and this, right? Okay. This the back leg, and then the front leg. So it's the same thing. Yep. I think building one is fine. Building two, building four makes me sleepy. Okay. What's next? Okay. This is it. And we've got this here. Okay. And of course, we will build, well, let's say the foot, right? This one is, of course, you need four. Because now this one you have like all four legs instead of two hidden, because it's trying to jump. Okay. Alright. Normally I would have stopped. I'm gonna carry on and finish off building this set. The other thing is I tried to do 4Ks in these videos as well, even though what's the point, because it's just me talking, trying to having a conversation. It's not like people care a face. So I think really taking a toll. Okay, so at least I'm looking forward to back 15. Oops. This thing is right. I'm so worried that the whole thing may fall apart. So we've got the horse here. We still have to build the head. Okay. They also try to switch the order of building this around so that you have a different building experience, but I don't buy it. Ooh, come on. I really want to finish building the horses. Some racing out there. People are crazy driving that fast. And the weather isn't good, it's raining. Okay, now just go right here. We've got this. I still think the horses are a little bit too thin. This here, so we've got all 4 horses. I mean, the good thing, you see, the horse you can't do anything. Okay. Okay, so it has to be here. Okay, now we've got all the 4 horses. Unfortunately, like the neck can't move. You can really only move the legs. But anyway, we've got all 4 horses done. So it's now back number 15 to create the arch. So there's not that much to do. At least, we're nearly the end of the build. You can see car racing outside again. Oh, not see, but here. It's ridiculous. I don't know why there's like so many anti-social behavior everywhere. I just don't understand why people having so much rage. But for me right now, I just feel a little bit sleepy. Okay. Yep. So let's go back to building something familiar. Okay. What else? Okay. And we've got this here. It's pretty long. That's fine. That's fine. It's not that hard. It's actually, I'm surprised. It's like even with the Bricklink Designer program, there's not many things in one number bag. It's like number of bricks and step. I don't know, like maybe in the past that this rather than bag number 16, probably I would stop at bag number 9 or 10 or something like that. Again, the use of Pergo is a bit annoying. It'd be much better if it's like shiny or the reflective gold color. It is what it is. I understand why. Yeah. even with Pogo, sometimes the color is a bit inconsistent, I'd say. Okay. Even though here is a bit interesting. And then we're not going to go down there yet. Cut this first. Okay. Interesting. So here we're just building one parts. Okay. Alright. And then here. It's hard to find the right one because they kind of mix together, but then it's like left and right. They're always a slight difference. Okay. Okay. Got this. This curve. I really like, the quarter piece plus the curve. It's very satisfying to put those together. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then in the center, something different. Not like drastically different, but different. Okay, and then that's it, I think. Just a little bit more, so you can see here, it's like this. I think it's gonna go something. Yeah, go like this. Right. Adding a little bit of flowers on top. And then we'll need to add something to connect two parts. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got this one too. So yeah, we're nearly there. I don't know if I can finish it without feeling. I don't know. I'm actually getting tired. It's been a while that I get into this situation where my brain starts to shut off. Not able to find the right words. Also, the volume gonna decrease significantly. So I've got this here. Okay. I've got this. Then finally, we're gonna have the final bag, which is bag number 16, and then will be the end of this build. And this is the same printed piece from the Fortune Firecracker, which is the button that you push to push the stage out, so you can change the scene a little bit. And then 16 is the frame. I don't know, does it really feel like they're missing a bag? It would be funny though. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I don't know, is it? It still seems like quite a few pages though. Is it back number 17? No. Okay, we'll see. I don't know, I'm a little bit worried. Doesn't seem to have enough. But anyway, we just have to carry on. Okay. And then, just be careful not getting the wrong one. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we've got this one here. And the yellow. And 3. 1, 2, and 3. And this is it's all connected. Interesting. Doesn't have. I guess Lego doesn't have such long stick to kind of keep it all together. Okay, and then one. Okay, 1. Dropping pieces, so common. I really don't like dropping pieces, but sometimes it's just lack of concentration or the finger just lose some strength, and that is when it's gonna happen. What? Okay. Okay. There should be one more. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Don't know. And remember, this makes me remember the staff from the Monkey King back. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is where it connects. Oh, okay. So okay. Okay. So got this. Okay. So need to what? Need to move this. What is that? 1 and 2. I'm gonna just go on each side. Yep. Okay, this is where I need to build two. One, two, got the right one. So indeed it has enough. Okay, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The thing is, I need to ensure that these are all at least okay. Well, I can't possibly do it. So this is still a bit loose. So we just have to adjust it once it sticks to it. So just make that, yeah. But you know, it's impossible to not show those in front. Okay. Just yeah, this part not that strong. Okay, and then you will need to kind of manually mix it, not facing in front. So I don't know, man. I wish there's something to kind of make it less moving around, but I don't know what I can do about it. Okay, and then we gonna build a thing that gonna hang below this, and then in the end we're gonna apply the canvas. Okay. Yep, and then we've got this. Okay, so maybe like this. Okay. Okay. Once again, got the lantern. So we've got two of this from the previous set. The fortune firecracker. This is where it needs to be extra careful. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay, I thought there's only one piece, but it's so hard to get this in. So it's like, do you really need all this gonna hang down below? No. Because every time you need to, oops. Okay. You do it like this. Okay. Good. Do this. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? There's no way. Okay, it's right here. This is interesting because there's no spare for this stud here. So it's like, hey, how come? Okay. Okay. Now that's it. Okay. Again, this looks like a nice earring. And that's pretty much the end, right? And then the final part is to get the canvas out. This big canvas. So again, instead of a plastic foil, they actually use a fabric, which is good. But the problem is with fabric, right? After a few years, it may deteriorate. Okay, let's just move the spare piece around. See, it's a bit. Okay, because you start getting like some marks if it's okay, and then you could have this connects to here. Well, whether it's connect to it or not is up to you. But so now the set is more like attached, and that's pretty much it. It's a big set, and then there's lots of wasted space below. I don't know because it's all covered up. But if you look at the back, it's like, why? They could have make some sliding mechanism, but then this gonna get into the way. But here is the movement. Like maybe if you get a motor, then it will move fast enough because there's not enough height, so it's really hard to make it really fast. But again, it's a fun gimmick, but it doesn't really give me the galloping horse feel. And then if you go too quickly, then the whole thing shakes. But anyway, so I have this done. I mean, it's nice to get set early. I, to be honest, I didn't enjoy building this, and I think it's kind of look nice. And with the horses, this part makes sense. But I'm going to talk more in the review. But I'll be very honest, I did not enjoy building this just because the horses. I don't like the look of the horses either. So it'll be interesting once I kind of settle down and do the review video. So you might want to hear my honest opinion on the set in the review, which will be coming very soon. At least I got this finished. Love the minifigures, love the prints. I love this piece here though, but not necessarily loving the build. But that's pretty much for tonight. So stay tuned for the reviews, but tonight is good night.